Can you say hi, Mila? Hi, Mommy. Okay. So first I'm going to show you the ingredients that I'm using tonight. I am using ground turkey. It's 93% lean, 7% fat. You can choose to use whatever kind of turkey you'd like, whether you want to use ground turkey or beef. I am going to be adding some red onions. I grated the red onions, but you can also chop them up into really small pieces. I'm using about 1 small to medium zucchini, some garlic powder, black pepper, pink Himalayan salt, and then I'll also be using some cooking oil spray. I always like to wear latex gloves when I'm dealing with onions and things like that, just so my hands don't smell. So I'm going to go ahead and wear some gloves because we will be mixing it with our hands. Alright, so first I'm going to take the turkey out of the packaging and place it in the bowl. Then I'm going to go ahead and add the zucchini. And I'm going to add the red onion. I also keep some of the onion juice if you do grate it, just because it makes it a little bit juicier. I'm going to add some salt. Some pepper. And some garlic powder. If you're not worried about making this a low carb meal, it's also really delicious if you add about 1/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs. So that makes it really tasty too. But for me, I'm trying to keep it low carb at night because I'm trying to not gain any weight since I just had a baby. So I'm just trying to be a little bit healthier at night and do a little bit lower carbs. So I do it without the breadcrumbs. So make sure you take the paper out of the ground turkey, and then you just want to mix it all together really well. After you've mixed in all the ingredients, I already started making patties, so I'm going to show you. Just take the meat and you just make little round patties out of them. And then I went ahead and I actually turned the stove on to medium so it can heat up a little bit before I put the patties on. Okay, so once you've made the patties and the stove has been on medium for about a minute, you can go ahead and spray the bottom of your pan. You can also use oil if you prefer to use oil over sprays, and then you just go ahead and place your patties into the pan. And if you'd like, I'm going to actually add the nutrition facts into the information section, so you can go ahead and press the drop down menu and view the nutrition facts for this. So you're going to let it sit until one side browns, and then you're going to flip it over to the next side, but I'll go ahead and show you that as it happens. Okay, so it's been about 4 minutes that I've had it in here like this, so I'm going to go ahead and flip the patties. See, they've browned on each side. Okay, so one thing I didn't mention is I don't usually measure out my salt and pepper. I just do it to taste. So if you want to add a little bit more salt, you can do that, or if you're trying to stay away from having so much salt, you can add less. The onions is by preference too. If you like a lot of onions, then it adds a lot of flavor, but if you don't want too much onions, you can also decrease the amount of onions. So when you go ahead and mix those all in with the zucchini, it becomes very juicy. The zucchini makes the burger really juicy and it's delicious. So that's kind of like the secret ingredient. You want to keep an eye on your burgers and just make sure that they're cooking fully. Depending on the size of your burgers, you might want to leave it on a little bit longer. So you just want to make sure that it's fully cooked before you take it off. These ones look like they're a little bit on the thicker side, so I'm going to leave them a little bit longer. And I'm actually going to go ahead and put the lid on to the top so that it retains some of the moisture in there. Meanwhile, I'm going to play with Mr. Bento, huh? We have Mr. Bentley here, and we have Miss Mila, and she's playing with her little Bentley stuffed animal, huh, Mommy? Yes. Yes, you are, my happy girl. She's my sous chef, helping Mama. Once I've had the lid on for a while, I like to take the lid off. And then I also like to kind of use the spatula to kind of push down on them, get all the juices out, and make sure that it's cooking fully through. So you just push down a little bit and see it lets out some of its juices, so that way it can cook through on there. This is a super easy, fast meal that you can make. Very healthy, no carb, high protein, low calorie meal. So if you want something healthy and quick and delicious, this is your go-to. I will show you the finished product when it's done. Okay, so here's the final product. I'm having mine with a lettuce cup, some guacamole and jalapenos because I like spicy food. This is my low carb version. You can also put it between a bun if you're not worried about doing low carb. And then my husband has his with a side of sweet potatoes. So there's a lot of different options you can do based on if you want to make it low carb or if you don't mind the carbs. So adding bread, adding a side, using lettuce cups. You can even not make it into a patty and just kind of put the ground turkey on the stove and kind of break it into pieces and make little shredded turkey pieces and then add it onto a salad. That's also really delicious too. Anyways, thanks for watching my recipe, and I hope you enjoyed my video. If you want to see more healthy, low carb, quick meals, please give my video a thumbs up and subscribe to watch more videos. Can you say bye, Mila? Bye! Thanks for watching! Thanks for watching, friends!